Yo, what's up, guys? Right now, I want to talk about a really important topic in sales and starting celebrate too fast, in sales, and how can that damage you, and why you should not be doing that, and when should you actually celebrate. Let's get right into it. So, number one, celebrating in sales. Well, usually this tends to happen when let me show you the picture of this. You go into a meeting, right? You go into a meeting, you pitch your service, the pitch goes well. Then you proceed to go for the close. They say yes, everything is fine, we'll proceed with this, but just not today. You think fine, okay, they have to talk to a couple of people, all good, they're gonna do that, then they're gonna come on. What you do next is you call your mom, you call your friends, you brag about it on social media, you brag about, hey, I closed this huge client, I closed this, I closed that. Essentially what happens next, you try to follow up with them, you try to email them, call them, no response. Zero. Nothing.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
You've probably been in that situation. I mean, personally, I've been in that situation as well, and it's definitely not a good place to be in, especially in terms of for your mindset and your mentality. That is the biggest aspect that just crushes through. So let me put this into perspective for you. A lot of times when you are going to meetings, right, you don't get a definite answer. The prospect is just lying to you, okay? All the objections, everything, those are just lies. If you offer me a service and I cannot pay for it, I'm not gonna tell you, yo, I'm broke, I cannot pay for it, because that crushed your ego a little bit. You're gonna be talking about, yeah, I don't know, I have to talk to my wife about it, I'll have to think about it, all of that. And when people give you an indefinite answer, that's what happens. Prospects lie. They lie all the time. You gotta remember this. If they say something, oh, I need to do more research on this, I need to look into that, that's not the case. If you truly gave them a good deal that they could take on, they're gonna do that with that first meeting, within that first call. Okay? If it's not a good deal, they're not gonna do that. They're just gonna lie. A good example for lies is, I'll have to think about this, I need to check in with my spouse and my partner, that stuff. Essentially, why I want to talk about this video is that a lot of times you hear an indefinite answer, you think, hell yeah, I got this client, just gotta follow up with them, everything's gonna be good, I'm gonna close them. In reality, you keep on following up and nothing happens, right? I mean, I'm telling you this because I've been in a similar situation, and don't celebrate too early. The only time you celebrate in sales is when you get the deal signed. Let's go that over again. The only time you celebrate in sales is when you get the deal signed, okay? Either the deal signed, if they sign a deal, you're gonna get the money, all Gucci. If they pay you, whether that's some sort of an investment, something like that, for first time fee, something like that, all good as well, right? If, however, they don't, nothing's gonna happen then, Nothing's gonna happen then, and then you're not gonna get the deal, right? And essentially, don't celebrate early. What you should be doing, however, is learning how to handle objections, learning how you can see through the prospect's lies and find their true concern. And what's the best way to do that? I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to find it out. So let's go. 1, 2. Okay. If you answered anything else rather than asking questions, you're wrong. The best way to handle objections overall is by asking a question back. I'll have to think about this. What exactly you have to think about? I have to talk about to my partner or my spouse. What exactly you need to talk about? I need to do some research. Okay, let's say that you go out there and do the research. What's gonna happen next? What's gonna be your next step? With this, first of all, you make them think about, you make them in their head think and talk about working with you. Afterwards, you find out what their true concern is. Okay? You find out what their true concern is. If they have to think about it, most of the time it's either going to be the price or the value. You have to find that out. You have to pull that out, understand that, then go in for the sale. Go in for the close later. With handling their objection, if it's a price, handle that. Understand how you can make the price work for them. You know, you can try to do a trial if they're not confident about the value. You can, if it's a price, you can see if you can do payment plan. That stuff. You know, you just gotta make sure that it makes sense to both parties. And this is kind of like negotiation. And a lot of guys have diluted vision about negotiation. You guys think, okay, negotiation is just getting price up and down, up and down. Not really. Negotiation a lot of times happens about in terms, right? So in terms, when is the work going to be fulfilled, the due dates for everything, you know, the roadmap for that type of stuff. That also goes into negotiation. And yeah, so main takeaways from this video: don't celebrate too early. Find out your prospect's true concerns, not the lies. Number 3, negotiate the terms. Negotiate the terms. And negotiating terms is finding out what works best for both parties. Negotiation is not one-sided. It is both-sided, right? So you're benefiting both parties. If I cannot pay for the full price, you give me an offer where I can do that, right? Either it's a payment plan, some sort of a trial of some sort, and you find out how can you get that client on fully. That's essentially the main purpose of a negotiation and negotiating. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Click over here to look at some other videos, or click on the screen right now. And yeah, see you in the next ones. Peace.